Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. Man, what the difference in weather a day brings. Yesterday we had 65 degrees, nearly 65, strong winds, and a lot of heavy downpouring rain. Even a tornado or two, a county or two over. Unfortunately, I believe there was a fatality in one of those. Rough weather, y'all, came through. I don't know how far it stretched because it was a big storm. But guys, we hope that wherever you are, that you are okay. We're gonna go around and assess a little bit of damage that we have this morning. Not much on the homestead, but a couple of things I got to do to fix a few things. I've already noticed that the driveway has got a nice rut forming in it from all the downpour, so I gotta get the tractor out, go up there and put the box plate on it. And we'll just kinda take the gator around and see the water levels, any damage that I need to address. May have to get a chainsaw out, not sure yet. Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods Homestead. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. And guys, if you have, as always, we've noticed that a lot of folks have signed up to watch us here as of late. And y'all, we are very grateful. Let's get into it. Y'all, I'm anticipating a tree or two being down around here somewhere. So I thought I'd still in here. I want to go up and check the cabin first, because that's an ongoing build that's been ongoing for quite some time. And I'm hoping that nothing is falling up there that's going to limit my access. But if there is, got a saw. I love running that Kubota L2501, y'all. It comes in really handy after a major flood, because on such a grade as our driveway is up there, we've got about 1,000 feet of driveway, and it goes at a pretty good grade. And it doesn't matter how much crayon I have in it, there always seems to be a little bit of wash. So that box blade comes in handy. But y'all, this weather that we're experiencing over the past probably, I don't want to just say the last year or two, it's probably been more like a decade, has been odd. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments, what's your take on the weather these days? Tornadoes in January? I know it can happen, but it's not normal, I don't think. Well, I kind of figured there would probably be a blowover or two. This one is a standing dead tree, and it is right underneath or right over where I drive the gator under in the tractor to get up to the cabin. So I had better deal with this real quick. It's Matthew here at the Piney Woods Homestead, guys. If you have tried our Piney Woodsman Beard Balm, you're going to be thrilled over this. We've come up with a new flavor, as we call them around here, guys. Deer stand, that's what it's called. It's going to remind you of deer hunting in the fall. The smell of fresh leaves falling, the smell of fresh dirt being turned over, the smell of that crisp morning air as you're climbing up into the deer stand, freezing your tail off. Guys, you're going to love Deer Stand from Piney Woodsman. So that was fun. I knew that poplar sapling was all it was holding up that standing dead tree, and I knew it was going to take out my fence over here. I'll show you. I can fix that. I'm not worried about it. It's an old fence. It's, golly, I think it's been here for 40 or 50 years. But I knew that poplar was holding it, and it would drop just as soon as I got this little poplar right here cut. Only problem is it hit the camera. I thought I had that thing spaced just right, but fortunately no damage on the camera, only one we have. So if I did something to that, you'd probably be without the Piney Woods for a little while. Anyways, it's down. I'll buck it up, get it moved out of my way, and we'll go on up to the cabin and see if everything looks good up there, y'all. So that didn't take me too long. Big red oak had dropped a couple of big limbs. Had some rot in them, but a little bit is still good for at least camp wood. And this one that had fell over the fence was cherry. And I thought it was going to be no good, but it was really good once I started sawing it. So that's going to go down to the wood yard. And that little poplar too, y'all. Waste not, want not. We put it all on the gator, take it down there and mix it in, and it heats people up. But y'all, this weather has been really odd. At first we were told, at least locally here, expect the coldest winter we have ever seen. So far we haven't had that. Now yesterday it was 65 and tornadoes in the area. Strong winds, heavy downpours. Today it's 50. It's actually about 40 something right now and the wind's still blowing, y'all. So it's just odd to me to have this type of spring type weather in winter. All right, well, let's get on up to what we came to do, and let's check on the cabin. Good news, everything is intact. The grading around it is working great. Even with that flood of rain, there's no moisture underneath the floor of this cabin. I've got to do a regrade, probably about spring, and get some seed of some type on the bank around it, some erosion control, keep from washing. Maybe just put some mulch on it, not sure yet, but I'll get back up here just as soon as I can and get back to hammering away on that floor in there. It's just been other things going on and unable to get up here, y'all. Now we're going to go down to the creek and see just how deep that water is looking today. It's not anywhere near as deep as I thought it would be, y'all. It may be 6 or 7 feet deep out there in the channel, and this creek is about, at the widest point, 25 feet wide. But I have seen this thing 20 feet deep, all the way up to this bank that I'm standing on. It's a good 20 feet up to here, and I've seen it all the way there when we've had some real floods over the years. And there's some work that I've got to do, y'all. We're down in the bottom, so you expect some flooding, but I'd really like to get some of the debris out of the bins here. just to limit flooding when we do have bad stuff going on. And maybe I'll track the excavator down there at some point, do some work. But in the meantime, it has knocked down a tree or two, it looks like, over the creek, but no big deal. Not near as bad as it could have been. Not near as bad as a lot of folks had it with this storm. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us today here at the Piney Woods Homestead. Got a little bit of tractor work done, a little chainsaw work done, and just kind of walked around and made sure there wasn't any major damage, even though we had some significant wind, y'all. I believe it was clocked around 40, 50, even 60 mile an hour gust. Felt like a tropical storm out here. Even the temperature, when I walked outside, I was like, good gracious, this is weird. Really weird for January. Let me know what you think about that, guys. I got some thoughts that probably shouldn't share on here. And if you read between the lines, things are just odd these days. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Y'all have a good day, a great week, and Lord willing, and the creek don't rise too high, y'all. So far it's not. We'll see you on the next one.